So welcome back to another video on my channel. So today is Tuesday. Hope you guys had a great New Year's and a great Christmas as well. Hopefully you guys can hear me. My truck is on high idle right now. I'll show you real quick. What a freaking monster. But today we're going to try to go rip it, and not like the drinks, but we're going to try to rip it today. And supposed to not rain for like tomorrow until like next week or whatever, so hopefully that's true. This freaking weather is ridiculous, so obviously nothing I can do about that. So hopefully it just won't rain. Hopefully we can do that today, and then we'll wrap up the video. Okay, so let's get into this video. Okay guys, so like I said, welcome back to another video. I'm in here right now. I'm gonna wait for it to warm up for a minute before I go drive it, obviously. I got a couple errands to run, including going to the gym. But that's not what this is about. This is about something else. So I always do the same kind of things on these videos. Not the same, but you know, I do quite a bit of redundancy kind of on these videos. So I want to do something different. Okay, so I was looking up these abandoned places here in Kentucky, and I'm not sure how far away they are. I don't really want to drive all the way out to them, so if we don't get out to them today, you know, we'll go take a picture somewhere else. But I really just wanted to go and just drive with you guys, you know what I mean? Like, you guys have actually seemed to like some of the videos that I posted. I've had some dislikes or whatever, who cares? But I've had some a bunch of likes on the videos that I've installed stuff on, and obviously I don't really have anything installed right now, so probably tomorrow, when it's not going to rain or whatever, hopefully it won't rain tomorrow, and then you know, I can wash my truck, kind of go over that setup a little bit. But today though, I really just wanted to kind of drive, have a little bit of fun, and maybe go see like a different spot or something like that, you know, just to kind of show you guys, you know, what I like doing with my truck. And so I like to go see different spots. I like to make it to where I'm not just driving around the same place, even though that's usually what I do. So obviously, you know, put a comment down there, and let me know what you guys want to see. I know obviously you guys want to see me like do dyno pulls and all the other stuff like that, and, you know, racing or whatever, but obviously I'm not really to that point. I'm not going to race my truck right now because I don't have a built 68 in this thing. You know, I don't really want to blow my transmission up, but this is kind of my lifeline to get to work and get around town and whatnot, because I don't really, yes, I have you know, the other vehicle in my wife's car, but I really don't like driving that much. You know what I mean? That's not really my like forte or whatever you want to call it is. So I do love driving this truck though, I'll tell you. I don't really like going on long road trips. Not because of my vehicle, but just because in general I just hate driving or sitting down like that, because it causes me a lot of pain in my knee and whatnot. So whatever. But this thing though, freaking rips though, boys and girls. Yeah, so we're actually gonna head this way to the gym right now, and then I'm gonna go by and do my my errands. Oh man, there's a lot of people coming on this road. Holy crap! Well, it is Tuesday, so you know, just because I'm not working right now, well I am, but not at the same time. You know, so whenever I can turn, we'll do a little bit of fun. All right, come on, guys. But yeah, this truck though, I'll tell you, is just insane. Like, I love the sound of it, you know what I mean? baby, that thing is freaking smoking. Not smoking as in that, I'm just saying that it's like badass. So but yeah, I mean, I also want to just talk kind of, you know, like I was talking to my buddies and I was like, man, I don't really have a lot to do on my truck, you know, I don't really have anything to install. My buddies were like, dude, just do whatever. And I was like, oh, shoot, you know what, I've done that before anyways, and I've actually had some pretty good feedback from y'all. So yeah, I mean, pretty much, you know, I kind of want to refer back to my other video. If you guys have not watched it, I'll put the card up here up top. But pretty much just, you know, I'll kind of refer back to that video. Pretty much just saying that, like, you know, you guys should just go ahead and build your dream truck or car or freaking scooter or your freaking dream GoPed, whatever it is. You know, like they say, whatever, YOLO or whatever it is, you live once. Exactly. Okay, so what if you find a really good deal on a truck and you're like, nah, I don't really want to do it because I want to save this. Obviously, you should save money. You should make sure you're financially stable before you just go jump in to a like a, you know, $60,000 or $50,000 bill on top of the, you know, between like what, $15,000 and $50,000 truck, or more than that, I guess, less than that even too. But you know, you guys can do whatever you want. I mean, that's why we live in this free country. I mean, America is free, you know. So I won't talk about politics at all.
Artlist.io.
Yeah. So, but anyways, for the trucks though, or cars, you know, obviously I have a truck, so I'll speak about trucks. But I love cars. I've built, or not built, but I've worked on vehicles my whole life. Trucks, cars, freaking vans. I remember like growing up, helped my dad, you know.
Music licensing reimagined.
Really did. You know, like they only had like one new vehicle, and we still worked on it ourselves. So, which to me was a blessing, because that way, me personally, I know about these vehicles now. I don't have to call. I mean, now, okay, I'll tell you. With this thing, because I had never owned a Cummins before. I'd only owned Power Strokes. So, you know, when it came to a couple things in this, I was like, I'm gonna call somebody and just make sure what I'm doing is correct, because I don't want to blow this thing up. So, luckily this thing was already tuned and stuff like that beforehand. So we, you know, I didn't have to tune it or anything. Obviously, it has EFI Live. I'll be safe, and I won't say the company that actually tunes this, but it is EFI Live. So everybody knows EFI Live. Whatever, you can, you know, you can Google it. I've had people ask me about it before. You can Google it, whatever. But anyway, so back to before. So, yeah. So building or making vehicles run and all that stuff like that, I've done that pretty much my whole life. Okay. And to me, like I was saying, it's a blessing, because that way I don't have to, you know, to replace an alternator, or let's see. So for instance, I mean, I can think pretty quick on my feet too when it comes to fixing stuff, right? So I'm pretty handy like that, I guess. And so for instance, whenever I drove up to Virginia, the beginning of this last year, I guess 2020, not 2021, but the beginning of this last year, you know, sorry, 1 second, I gotta figure out this road. Okay, all right. So yeah, so the beginning of this last year though, when I drove up there to Virginia, I was driving all the way there. So I was in, I think I was like right outside of Fayetteville, North Carolina. And that's about halfway from Savannah to where I was going in Virginia. And the thing that sucked though was that, so I stopped for fuel, and my check gauges light was on, and my freaking my little like broken TV looking thing on the dash was onto the, it's called like a throttle valve. I don't know, something electric. It was electrical, so I can't remember the exact name of it now, so I'm on the spot. But so with that being said though, so that went bad, right? So that was going on with it. Thought it was loose battery cables, because, you know, I was like, okay, well, I gotta kind of troubleshoot it, right? So just like I do my job, what I do, I troubleshoot stuff. That's why I do electrical stuff and avionics, whatever. So with this, I did the same thing. All right, so I was like, you know what? So let me try to tighten the battery cables. So I tightened the battery cables. Didn't work. Didn't fix it. you know, I did a couple other things. I won't go through the whole thing, but I did a couple other things, and come to find out it was the alternator, and obviously I had a battery change too. So I had it towed from the side of the 95, which was kind of sketchy because, as you guys know, my wheels were pretty freaking big, and I had 37s on them. My 24 by 14s with 37s, and it barely fit on that tow truck, on the little skid on the back of the tow truck. So with that though, you know, anyways, so fast forward a couple hours, the tow truck driver, he was freaking awesome, and he dropped me off at the O'Reilly's. So when I went to O'Reilly's, because I made sure they had the alternator, that's why I went to O'Reilly's. So I went to O'Reilly's, and I changed the alternator in the parking lot there with like minimum tools. That they gave me the tools, but I did it by myself with no help. But as you guys know, this Cummins is extremely, like, ridiculously easy to work on. Like I literally, I am so glad it was like Cummins instead of like my Power Stroke. Even though the belt on this thing was kind of a pain, but I had the belt tensioner tool, which I ended up buying one. But yeah, so yeah, so that's kind of like an example of what I'm talking about when I'm saying that I'm like handy with stuff like that. So that is what I'm so glad about, and I hope that you guys, from watching this channel, I hope that you guys take away all of that handiness, I guess, whatever you want to call it, because that way you guys don't have to have you don't have to go to a shop. And nothing wrong with shops, okay? You know, shops are cool. I know they're trying to run their business and whatnot, but to me, it's stupid to go to a shop and pay, like, let's say, you know, say you spend $250 on an alternator, and they charge you another $300 because they charge you, like, you know, or they charge you like, you know, $400, $500 to install it because it's like 5 hours of their time, okay? That's stupid. Just like my cab lights, right? So my cab lights, I got quoted for a shop. Obviously this was when I was still in Savannah, but I got quoted by a shop. They wanted $600 to install my cab lights. I was like, I don't know what they were smoking, but it must have been pretty good stuff if they thought that $600 was a, like, good price to charge to install cab lights. That's dumb to me. That was probably the dumbest quote I've ever heard in my life. So I was like, you know what? I mean, obviously I was planning on kind of doing myself besides bumps, but I was planning on doing myself anyways, and obviously I did them. So you guys have seen that. I did not make a video on actually installing them, because I was about to do it, and it kind of ended up being kind of a pain. It just really took me a while to kind of, I don't know why it took me that long to figure out how to kind of lay them out. And my brother had actually sent me a like a website and a link to how somebody else installed them. They measured them out like all weird, and I was like, I ain't doing that crap. So I just kind of winged it, and I mean, they work great. I've not had any issues with them. One of them actually, I have had a little bit of an issue. So one of them actually, oh sorry, dang, you can't even see me. One of them though kind of was flickering, and it still, I guess, kind of is. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get some quick disconnects, and I'm going to use those on the lights instead of just hardwiring them, mainly because it is a heck of a lot easier to replace them. I don't have like the harness. I wish I had the harness for them. If I can find the harness, I would do that, but I really don't want to spend like, you know, $300, $400, $500 on cab light. That's dumb to me. That's stupid. I'm not running them like that. I literally tap them in to my gauges. As you guys can see, I have my gauges. Yes, they're flickering on camera. That's LEDs. So yeah, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Like I was saying though, you know, just become handy with these vehicles. You know, it's not that hard. And once you understand how vehicles, trucks, you know, whatever, maybe diesel, gas, whatever, excuse me, whatever you guys drive or whatever you guys are like into, you know, just just roll with it. You know what I mean? Just look them online. I mean, YouTube is like the freaking king of all shade tree mechanics. You know what I mean? So that's how, I mean, I've looked at a bunch of stuff on there, and especially for when I did when all of my emission stuff fell off of my truck, I was looking on YouTube to see what to do with that. So you know, I fixed that, and then yeah, I mean, so that's pretty much it about all that stuff. I just wanted to kind of talk about that. You know, just become handy with your vehicles. Know your vehicles. Obviously, there's a lot of people that like switch them out all the time. So if you're gonna sell your vehicle all the time, I wouldn't do a bunch of performance stuff to it, because you are literally never going to get that back. So once I get this truck to 1,000 horsepower, as you guys know, I'm on the road to 1,000 horsepower still. There's no way I'm like, say I put $50,000 in this thing, which that's a lot of money, but say I put $50,000 in this thing, I'm not gonna be able to sell it for, you know, I bought it for 19. I'm not gonna be able to sell it for $70,000. You know what I mean? So I mean, obviously I'm not gonna sell this thing ever. That'd be kind of dumb, because this thing is freaking amazing. I only have 127, you guys can really see, yeah, 127, 725, and she runs like a freaking top, guys. So yeah, let's get into this next part of this video. I'm gonna run here, work out real quick, about an hour, and then I'll be back and we'll go do some more fun stuff. We'll go kind of look around a little bit. So all right, I'll be right back. All right, so I am done in the gym. So I don't know what gym y'all go to, but I go to Planet Fitness. It's not too bad. I mean, it's cheaper. They don't have a squat rack, which kind of sucks. Doesn't make any sense to me. They don't really have a lot of the things I usually use at like a regular gym. But you know, whatever, I make it work. So I'm actually going right now. I have to go run an errand. And on the way there, I wanted to have a little bit of fun, and then we can kind of wrap up this video. So yeah, so hopefully you guys kind of think about what I was saying, you know, just to become kind of efficient at like fixing or working on your vehicle or whatever it may be, even like down to changing a wheel, you know, or a tire on a truck or a car. You know, I've seen plenty of people who don't even know how to do that, or don't even know how to do an oil change. That's like the easiest thing ever to do, you know, especially like, so on my truck I have a Fumoto oil drain valve, so it's super easy to do my oil change. You know, if I already have empty containers, which I do have some empty containers, I can literally take off the little clip, and then I open up the valve, drain it out, close the valve, take another, you know, jug or whatever it is I'm putting it into, and then drain it out, and then yeah, I can do that for, you know, the whole time. It makes it super easy. And then obviously, you know, for my oil filter, I have a strap wrench, because for some reason I don't put it on there extremely tight, but that thing like freaking welds the stuff on there. It's kind of stupid, but that's how it is. So but yeah, I'm just waiting for this light to change, and then we'll get into doing a couple of little fun things. Okay guys, so we are finally getting somewhere. Like I said, we're gonna have a little bit of fun. Not too much, we're not on the Autobahn or anything, but have a little bit of fun. Just see what she can do, kind of. I'm only in tune 2, by the way, so it's not gonna be insane, but you know, I may send it. Let's just send it. Yep, there we go. Yep, there we go. Once these grandpa drivers move over a little bit, we can. I don't know what you guys usually cruise at, but so I usually cruise at about like 5 psi or so, I think, on my truck. But it's not too bad. I mean, it still freaking rips, though, you know, like a little bit of smokiness. That's on tune 5, so it's gonna be a little bit smoky. Sounds like my freaking door is open, but it's not. Alright. I'm supposed to back down to tune 2. This dang seat buckle locks up all the time. I hate that. Yeah, that's about it though. Alright guys, so hopefully you guys like this video. You know, we had a little bit of fun. But if you guys like this video though, press that thumbs up button down there. You know, like, subscribe. Thank you to everybody for following. I have gone up in subscribers, I guess. I've gone up in subscribers in this past couple weeks, and I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for all the support. Continue to, you know, like and subscribe and all that stuff like that if you want to. And hopefully you guys like this video. I just wanted to kind of talk about a couple of things, just to kind of converse with you guys. I know you guys can't talk back to me, but you guys can put it down in the comments. Put down there what you want to see next, and hopefully you guys have checked out my store. I haven't gotten any orders, but you know, I mean, that's how it is sometimes. So if you guys you know, if you guys like this video though, like I said, press the thumbs up button and press the notification bell to get the notifications for this video, and I will see you guys
Artlist.io.